This is Frank, and today I've got my Starship out. So this is kind of roughly based on Star Trek stylings. It's got a 6mm disc wing. I like the disc wings because you get a lot of surface area and not very much wingspan. So this has almost 2 square feet of wing area for a 12-ounce flight weight, which is pretty good. I've just used some 9mm for the Warp Nacelles. I've mounted them up on the top just because it has to belly land, and I didn't want to land on those. And I do have a tube on the bottom for some stiffness, and I needed this, since the CG is right about here, I needed to get the nose weight forward to get it to balance, so the motor and the battery are up in the nose, and it kind of twist locks on. But I needed that to get the right CG, so it sort of looks Star Trek-y, but not quite, but it's kind of a neat little flyer. Get around 7 minutes on a 3-cell 800 pack. Okay. I'll try to fly lower so you should just be able to see the ground.
Flies pretty good, Frank.
Yeah.
How'd you know it'd even fly?
That? You got doubts?
Oh, it flies great.
It's pretty, yeah. It's fooling. It doesn't look like there's much wing, but it's a lot of surface area in a circle. It looks small, but it's Star Trek adjacent.
I think it flies really good.
It's not too bad. Inverted's okay.
What hover?
Ah, a good question.
For a little while. I don't have any rudder or anything on it.
Oh, that makes it
I don't know, it almost looks better inverted, doesn't it? Who else did we? Think it's okay, so?
Hmm?
I'll just putter around for a little bit. Yeah, so this has a 2208 1800 kV motor in the nose. Just I glued a plywood plate into it that it's mounted in an APC 6.4 with a 20 amp speed control, and like I said, a 3-cell 800 pack, so a tiny pack, but it runs for 7 minutes. I didn't need any nose weight, just the battery and the motor in the nose. The speed control is mounted, or the receiver is mounted about middle model. I've got a little hatch in there to get at it. Yeah, it's fairly aerobatic. It flies inverted okay. It's just buffeted around a little. We got a little bit of a breeze, and the short wingspan kind of rocks it back and forth a little bit. But I cut a little groove in the nose cone in a L format and put a little screw up in the body tube so I can slide the nose cone on and then twist it to lock it in place. I'd flown about 30 times, and it was friction fitted with masking tape, and I did kind of a stall turn, and the nose cone popped off and took the speed control with it and went out into the tall field over there, and the body kind of fluttered down. There wasn't any damage. I was lucky I found everything, but I figured I need a little bit better positive retention. 4-point roll. It's probably the only Starship that can do a 4-point roll. And yeah, it weighs just at about 12 ounces, ready to fly. Yeah, I couldn't figure out any other format to have the warp cells back further and have the motor just in the tip of the disc and get it to balance anywhere close, so I just went with the little tube underneath with the nose cone and kept the general look of a Star Trek ship without being real scale. But I think it flies a little better than the typical ones with the prop and slot, which kind of look like they're flying ass down and kind of dragging around the sky that aren't very aerobatic. At least this one you can kind of do some leaps and rolls in. Yeah, it's pretty tight loops. Alright, 1 minute. And here in a second. I normally just chop the throttle to land it once I get low. It doesn't glide super long with the motor off, but it looked pretty good in the blue sky, the profile of the alright. Landing from the right.